Many people have said they were going to move out of America after the presidential election, and some celebrities are doing exactly that. The latest, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. The couple is reportedly moving to England while selling their California estate. But it's not just celebrities. Some Black Americans say they're also considering leaving the USA. My next guests, Jasmine Terry and Dave Jordan, are on the topic tonight.
So, Jasmine, it just so happens you just got your citizenship in Ghana.
Yes, I actually did. I just got my citizenship yesterday, so I'm extremely excited. It's a full circle moment. Met the president of Ghana, 7 years old, at Turner Elementary. President Jerry Rawlings, 30 years later, fast forward, I entered the continent, and exactly what he told me then is what I experienced, and I fell in love with it and began on my journey for citizenship.
Now, because you have citizenship there, doesn't necessarily mean you're leaving America, right?
No, I'm not leaving America, actually. So I want to say this, it's dual citizenship. So it's both. I think before anywhere on the continent, the continent of Africa is the inheritance of the diaspora of Black Americans. Before it's Chinese, European, and anyone else. And I think someone needs to come and be a bridge and welcome us over. And I believe that it's the time is now. So I'm not running away from America. I love being a Black American. I love the fact of the history that my family has implemented, not only in Houston, but on the land in America in general. America is ours, but we also need to bridge the gap at this point.
Now, Dave, your sister has a different take on this. She is considering leaving this country as a result of President-elect Donald Trump.
She is indeed. You know, I was talking to her. I got a call from her the Sunday after the election, and she told me that she was leaving to go to Barbados that Saturday. Our father is from Barbados. My mother is from Aruba, and I'm a Caribbean American. I was born and raised in New York, as was she. And she started this process back in April. And my dad gave her his birth certificate. She went down there, she started the process, and she flew out last week, Saturday, to complete the process. So I expect to talk to her a little later in the week. But just what Jasmine said, this is dual citizenship, right? Mm-hmm. So she has the option, and I would, by extension, being her brother, if I pursued this path, to get that same citizenship and remain here or go back and forth. It's sort of, you know, a card in your back pocket that you can play, you know. And it's always good to look at other options, you know, to see what life would be like in other areas. I have a friend in Portugal who is running a expat group in Portugal. Portugal is a country of 10 million people. 20,000 people who move there are expats. And a large number of them are Black Americans who have started their own communities, who have embraced the country. And it's been sort of a trend for a lot of people to do the same thing.
And for those who may be concerned or wondering why so many Black Americans may be considering leaving this country, what kind of fear, if any, do they have when it comes to President-elect Trump?
The ones that go on, Jasmine, ladies first.
Oh, thank you. I would say this. I am not about the fear tactic, to be honest. I don't think we should look at this as a fear space. I think we should look at it as an opportunity to bridge the gap in our communities, to pull together, put our funding together, focus on our community and our community only, because what we are as Black Americans, as diasporans, we are resilient beings. So I don't look at this as something we should be fearful of. I think it's time that is in our face, and we need to move forward, push the culture forward by actually coming together as Black Americans and doing what we need to do for us. Not looking for anyone to take care of anything for us, not looking for someone to come and save and to help us. This is a time that we should only independently focus on ourselves. That's education, health, and wellness, loving on our own. And that's honestly the focus. So I'm not fearful at all. I think this is an opportunity that's really going to be beautiful.
And Dave, the last 30 seconds, what do you think people or Black people in particular are afraid of when it comes to President-elect Trump?
The main thing that I'm hearing is the police immunity. We saw the racial reckoning 2 years ago with George Floyd, or 3 years ago, I should say, time is flying, and how a lot of communities were pushing for consent agreements and things of that nature. And Trump has said that he wants to give police open and blanket immunity. So that's the main concern a lot of people have. But just to underscore what Jasmine said, people aren't running away, but they're just preparing this as an option. But this has really encouraged Black people to look inward and to focus on their own communities, their own well-being, their own structure, and not sort of collaborate or coalesce around other issues that don't really include them at the end of the day.
All right, Dave and Jasmine, thank you for joining us. And Jasmine, we know it's pretty late there in Ghana, and congratulations on your dual citizenship.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Come
when you
to
get back to
Ghana,
Houston.
everyone. Come to Ghana.
I want to.
Now you're the ambassador. Thank you. Thank you both for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.